Hey guys, it's me, John Beckman. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Tetris with Friends, a great website that lets you play Tetris with your friends or with people you don't even know like I do. So before we jump into it, we have to understand the UI. So if you look at your screen, you'll notice two Tetris fields. The one on the left is yours, and the one on the right is your opponent's. So if you look at the one on the left, ours, you'll see that to the left of it, it has the block you're holding, the number of KOs you have, the number of lines you've sent. And if you look on the other side, you'll see the queue of pieces you're going to receive. I'll explain what all these are in a little more detail, but for now, let's get on to how to manipulate the pieces. The pieces in Tetris are the yellow square block, the green S block, the pink Z block, the blue L block, the orange L block, and the light blue straight block. There's also the T block, which can do what's called a T-spin and get into places that other blocks just can't. If you don't want to place a block, you can hold it to use it later instead. In Tetris, the goal is to send lines, but if you just send them one at a time, you're not really going to get a lot done, as seen here. Instead, you need to send lines in big groups so that they accumulate as garbage lines for your opponents. If you send these blocks while they're at the top, they'll get KO'd and you'll get a point. There are 3 ways to win. The first is by having the most KOs by the end of the 2-minute playing period. If you send the same number of KOs or no KOs, then it's decided by whoever sends the most lines, which is the second way to win. If you both send equal amount of lines, it comes down to tower height. Alternatively, if you KO your opponent 3 times, then you just get to win. So here's some basic tips. For one, construct your tower so that one side has one block completely open that you can slip long pieces down. This will let you send Tetrises, which is the most blocks that you can possibly send. Side doesn't really matter. It's important that you be watching out which piece is coming next so you can make optimal plays. Like here, where I leave that orange piece open, slip in right there. Send as many lines as you can at once, as this will really get your opponent from a safe position to a KO. While you're playing, you should always be aware of your opponent. Look at what they're holding, and you can see that if they're holding a straight piece, then they have a lot of potential to get at you really quickly and KO you out of nowhere. It's important to pay attention to your whole queue so you don't block yourself off. Look at what I do with these orange pieces. One of the most important things in Tetris is what I call option control, where you try to keep your options open. Sometimes you have the option to place a piece, and it would be fine, but it would lock you into needing a very particular piece in order to move forward. And this is inherently a bad thing because it keeps you from being able to use every single piece you get as efficiently as possible. I placed this blue L block here, which blocks me off, 1, from placing that square we just saw, and 2, it requires me to get an orange L block in order to resolve that problem there. Here's an example of proper option select. I'm about to place the green piece, but then I noticed that I have the yellow piece that could do a much better job covering that option. Here we see that I'm at the very top, and I need to move quickly in order to not get KO'd. I'm winning now, but if he KOs me, I'm certainly going to lose. I don't do really the best job at recovery here. As you might notice, I make a lot of mistakes, but it still illustrates just how quickly you need to be able to move in this game. Making decisions quickly, whether or not they're the right one, they need to be made here and now. So I hope you've appreciated this video, and I hope you've learned something from it. So thank you very much, and have a great day.